What's up, gamers? I'm your host, Ryan Goto, and welcome to Spell Tap Gaming. I'm here again with your co-host, Christopher J. Gannon. What's up, Chris?
What's up?
Welcome to episode 9. Today is going to be kind of a brief episode because both me and Chris will be out of town for the rest of the week. So we kind of wanted to make sure we got our episode out there before we took off. Today we have some gameplay impressions of some of the demos we played from the Steam Fest, and we have like Eternights, one of the big games I was looking forward to, Sea of Stars, and Mytheforce. I think it's like we'll check that out. And then also Chris is going to give us his take on the Nvidia Showcase. So looking forward to that because I haven't seen anything. So looking forward to what he has to say, and we'll check that out. And so yeah, let's just get right into it. Make sure you like and subscribe to the video, share with your friends. We're also on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Cool. All right, let's get into Eternights. I'm gonna make sure I have this up here. Is this the right video? 1 second, guys. Let's do this one. Boom. I wonder if you can hear the audio. I'm not sure. So, this game, can you? I guess you can't play the audio. I'm not sure why. But
It's
anyway,
okay.
Yeah, it's okay. I'll talk you through it. Eternights is a game that was inspired by Persona games, and like you kind of want to live. It's almost like a dating sim, but with some RPG elements to it. So that's kind of the stuff that I really was into in the Persona games, and this is kind of really diving into that side of the game. And the story is kind of ridiculous. You can kind of see that like it's a little like the character models are kind of like whatever. I don't know. They're like kind of bland.
This is like incel simulator.
What? I've never even heard that.
An incel is basically the type of person who does everything from his computer.
Oh yeah, I mean it's just like why is this? I love it how you just go to his apartment and there's the only thing that's like clickable is like the tissue box and his computer. I'm like,
yeah,
that's kind of
exactly.
like right on the money, you know.
Massive porn history.
Oh yeah, I'm in some of the jokes in this game are like pretty cheeky. Like some of the things that you can say sometimes are kind of funny. Yeah, it's kind of funny. I'm trying to look for like a good example here, but anyway, so you can the combat is kind of whatever you like tap A until you get to a point where you can do like a combo. I suck. It was actually like pretty. I would say this combat really reminds me of Tears of the Kingdom Zelda type combat, which is not my favorite.
Me neither.
But the dialogue and stuff is like pretty funny. Like I don't know. I want to really like this game, but I just don't know how long I'd be able to play it for. And the demo doesn't really give you that much of you. It starts you off right in the beginning, and you kind of go through the first dungeon or whatever, because that's really what it is. And you encounter like these like zombies and stuff, beat the shit out of them, and then move on to the next stage. The story's kind of interesting. You get a little bits and pieces. You get your like arm cut off like right here, and then like you get like a sword hand, and then you beat people up with it. But it's all right. I kind of wish there was a little bit more of the socializing aspects in the demo. Didn't really get that, so a little bit disappointed with the what was in the demo. I kind of wanted to go into a little bit more. I mean, if this is all they have to show, I'm pretty concerned.
So it's very linear.
It's extremely linear.
Okay.
There's right now. It's very basic.
Yeah.
So what I'm hoping the story gets better. I'm not sure if It's like one of those like Crunchyroll animes that are just like randomly on
Yeah,
on the menu and you
the
don't
one you've
know.
never heard of.
Yeah, exactly. That's pretty much exactly what this is.
Okay.
You can romance like I think there's like 3 or 4 different like characters. One of them is like a dude, so you can be gay if you want to. You know,
No, okay.
choice. So
Why
good
not?
good for them. They got to
Yeah,
win.
why not? No, I would do it. Screw it.
He's probably the coolest one out of all of
Yeah.
them.
You know, the gay guy always has like the coolest super moves.
Right?
It's
Puyo
like
Puyo Pooty Pooty prisoner.
it's like I know he's not gay, but it's like that guy from My Hero with the belly button laser. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know that dude with the belly button beam.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Reminds me of something like that.
So it's kind of cool. Like I want to like it. I don't know how much substance is going to be in this game, but it's I appreciate that they're catering to my type of game style. I hope the execution gets better. Cool. Yeah, and that's Eternights. I think that's coming out in a in September. Eternights.
I don't know. I don't know if I'll be able to play that in September with Starfield coming out.
There's um there's not enough time. There's so many games. This year was insane. There's
I
so
know.
many games coming out this year that were backed up because of COVID, I think.
Yep.
Because this year is just packed. Last year was so bare. But this year there's so many games. September is going to be the most. I don't remember the last time there. I think maybe it was like a couple years ago where like a bunch of games like came out at the same time, and there was one month where it was just insane.
Yeah. Because it's like Starfield's just going to take over life for a while. Like, there's nothing else that I can play.
No, yeah, I don't. I'll probably set aside time for some Cyberpunk. The DLC looks sick.
Yeah, I saw that too. That looks pretty sweet. I still have yet to play Cyberpunk.
Um, Now's a good time. Like, I think the
I
game is
want
almost
VR,
exciting.
dude.
VR.
I want the
Oh,
Cyberpunk VR.
well, I mean, I'm probably sure you can do that now.
They have it, but they don't have motion controls. You have to play it,
Oh,
but you have to still sit down and use the controller.
I see.
I'm not okay with that, dude. I want to be in the world.
Yeah, dude. Xbox just pulled out of the VR game. They said that the market is too small still. Did you see that?
Yep, I did see that.
Yeah, they're like
Marvel.
they got asked about VR and I don't know if it was Phil Spencer or whoever the PR people were, but they're just like we're done. Like we're not interested in VR right now.
Yeah,
We took a risk on Connect and that destroyed our entire console generation. So we're not gonna
but
do
the
that.
Connect sucked.
Didn't
That's
really
the.
work. You know
It's
what?
yeah,
You know what I used it for?
huh?
Just voice commands.
Voice commands. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
fair.
I loved telling my Xbox to turn on.
Yeah,
Like,
I had
Xbox
well,
on.
I had a couple of games that I played on the Connect, but they were all very unresponsive. It's like you can't say, "Oh, we tried with this and it completely screwed us." It's like, well, if it worked, it probably would have been good.
Yeah, and it's just like games that didn't really support. There's not it's just like I said, there wasn't a lot.
Yeah,
The same it had the same issue as VR does, except you don't have to like put anything like on your head, but there's just not enough games that people are
yeah.
really like, and people didn't want to see this. I always say this about VR is that people get into it like really hardcore and they play VR and then they get tired because they don't want to put the headset on. They don't want to be active when they play games. They could rather just like sit down and relax because they're tired. You know.
Yeah, I go through, like I said, I go through the stints with both, but if somebody's willing to slap on VR for a AAA game, like absolutely I'll play it. And I'll play the hell out of it. The reason why I'm on and off with it is because there aren't very many AAA games that are doing that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think that PlayStation is going to give it the old college try.
Yeah.
You know. But we'll see. I think that VR gaming, it's basically PC and PlayStation.
It is.
Um, yeah, so I think that's just where it's at.
Yeah.
I think a lot more people will associate VR with Meta, which is like they came out with the cheap headset, cheap, for like an accessible amount of people can play and use, but it's just I feel like they're gonna get the Quest to be so disappointed with that experience that they were not even gonna try PC VR or PSVR. They're just done.
Yeah, see, I was the exact opposite. Like I had to get a Quest because I couldn't afford PCVR. And then once I got a Quest and realized how awesome it was, I had to save up and fork out the money for the PC.
Yeah, I mean it's cool that you can use your Quest 2 to link to your PC now, which is awesome.
And it works so well.
It does. It does. It really does work well, and I feel like they don't really advertise that enough.
They
I think they
don't.
should. I think they really need to show people like, hey, if you have a good PC but don't want to spend thousands of dollars on a headset, just get the Quest 2. You can play it without tethering it to the computer, or you can connect it to your computer and get that PC VR experience that all these people are playing. Like you can play Half Life Alex pretty natively now on Meta Quest
Oh
2
yeah.
with the link and everything. So I haven't tried that. That's on my list.
I couldn't put it down when I picked it up. I loved it. It's so fun, dude. It's
Is
so
it?
fun.
And you played it on your Quest 2, and how was that
Yeah,
experience?
I streamed it all through my Quest 2 and it ran like a champ. I had barely any there was no latency whatsoever. The game uh throughout the whole run through the game it might have crashed once, but
How were the
it
controls and stuff? Because I know that that was kind of meant for like the Steam VR
phenomenal.
thing.
They were
Okay, so that's
phenomenal.
fine.
Yeah, it everything transitions seamlessly. You
Oh,
know,
nice.
there's so you know how like if you're using well, we won't go with the index, but like the Vive. So you remember how the Vive has the little touch pads on it?
Mm-hmm.
The
Yeah.
joysticks just substitute for the touchpad. So it's like
Okay.
you'll play specific games where it'll be like, oh, hit right on the touchpad. You just hit right on the stick, and it does the same thing.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I was pretty blown away how easy it was to get my Quest 2 to work for Star Wars Squadrons.
Are you
That
are
was
you
easy.
playing are you playing on Airlink or virtual desktop?
I tried both.
Mm-hmm.
Airlink seems to work fine for me.
Yeah,
Yeah. So it's kind of cool. You don't. I just just throw that on, throw my headset on, make sure it's like connected to my PC for
yeah.
through, like the Wi-Fi or whatever. And I wasn't getting any latency, to be honest.
We might have to squad up one day.
Yeah, dude.
I'm
I'm
pretty I'm
super down to
pretty
try that.
I'm pretty nasty in an X-wing.
Okay. Nice. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if what fighter I found. Probably I kind of like the B wing. That thing got released like after the.
I know.
It's kind of cool. It like like the part like swivels down and like the cockpit rotates. It's pretty dope.
So the my only gripe I have with that game is you don't have motion control, so you can't hit any of the buttons in the cockpits or anything like that.
Yeah, it's all controller.
Yeah, I so when I first tried it though, I tried it with the mouse and keyboard with the VR headset, and it is a pain in the ass, dude.
Oh, have you tried it with like the flight stick and
The
everything yet?
HOTAS, yeah, I've tried it with a HOTAS. So HOTAS is fun.
Yeah, it's too much for me. That's like
But
I
yeah,
don't know. It's a
it's next
lot.
level.
Yeah, it's a
Well,
lot.
because if you're not used to using a HOTAS, there's a steep learning curve.
Hmm.
You know.
Yeah, and like that's like another layer of immersion that's going to cost you
You
$300.
know.
Yeah, so I'm happy with the I'm happy to use a controller. Still have yet to play. Uh, what is it? The
Half Life
space one?
Alex,
No, the space one.
No Man's Sky,
No Man's Sky. Yeah, No Man's Sky.
dude, get in on it.
Check it out. What's cool about that is that it's like it's well, I mean, it's VR, so and it's like multiplayer, so that's kind of
Oh
cool.
yeah.
And it's all you're saying it's all motion controls, like they
Hmm.
Okay, I don't have to use a like an Xbox controller or something.
No, I mean, I don't recommend it.
Okay.
It's it's really cool, man. Like have you played No Man's Sky with the controller?
Yeah, I mean on the
Okay.
2D.
So you know how you hit the button on your controller for the scanner and everything
Hmm.
like that?
Yeah.
And so when you're playing in VR, you have to bring your hand up and actually like hit the thing on your helmet to put your scanner on, and like just it's the little things that make it really awesome.
Mm, okay. I feel like for me, like the flying through space stuff is like the most appealing to me.
Do you have your full legs yet, or do you get motion sickness anymore or no?
I mean, it depends on the game. I usually don't. No matter what game I play, I'm usually fine. But I just know that the one game that really messed me up was, uh, oh my
Oh,
god,
Rec Room. Yeah, Rec Room's awesome.
yeah, that's the only one that made me like super sick. Like I don't like I can't ever play that game. That's so weird because it's so linear. You wouldn't think that would be so hard to hard to use, hard to play. But it was like I don't know what it is that just made me really sick.
That game makes me so angry because it's there's so much fun stuff to do in that game, but it's loaded with squeakers.
Yeah, it's all the parents will let them play. That's why.
It's because it's a free game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember getting into like a game that was it was like a gun battle or whatever, and I took a gun that a kid wanted and he started crying.
I would have laughed
Oh, I did.
so
I
hard.
literally walk up to him and I'm like, "Oh, you want this? Too bad." Oh, and I walk off.
That's hilarious. I played Halo and Rec Room. That was pretty fun.
Yeah, man.
Did you see
Contractors
that?
has a Halo mod, which is really good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they
Oh
put
wow.
all the guns in. They put like
Oh,
maps.
that's pretty wild.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
slaps.
that's cool. I wish I could treat my headset like a console. Just get a game and play it instead of like, oh, it's a game where I need to fucking add a bunch of mods for it to be fun. There's a lot of games like that. It's just
It's
like,
it's because it's still the early days of it, man. You
yeah.
know, they expect the community to figure it all out before they invest their money into it.
It's just, you know what? They already made Half Life Alex so many years ago, yet they can't make a game at that level. They haven't. You know what I mean? Like they came out with that game, and then that
Yeah,
level, and that's been like the highest
it's the
level
gold
VR game,
standard.
and no game has even gotten close to
I
that
know.
level. And that's the thing that really pisses me off.
It's
You know,
Valve, dude. Valve
you
just
know,
makes they make bangers.
like did they not profit off of Half Life Alex? Like, why aren't
No.
other like developers or companies or publishers seeing like maybe just like oh okay it's a great game you spent so much money on it but didn't make any money because no one has a headset, no one has a powerful enough computer to play it.
Well, I think Half-Life Alex was made because it was supposed to help sell the Valve Index.
Yeah, makes sense.
But they got a new headset coming out. Maybe they'll make something, or maybe they have something in the works that's gonna just, fly off the handle.
Yeah, I hope they do. I've kind of seen the headset, the PC VR headsets that's come out, like the
Mhm.
the Vive and the there's another one, but none of them so far has to me like really gotten close to the Valve Index.
Yeah. Valve Index is like, as far as consumers go, the Valve Index is pretty it slaps.
It's just the poles that you have to put up around you,
Yeah, all the base
just
stations.
all the base stations, yeah.
I know.
And I just so many people have told me that they just like knock those over or like
Well, dude, you gotta drill them up into the wall, and you gotta run the cable. It's like
yeah,
there's a lot of work.
yeah, you gotta work in order to get into the Oasis,
All the while you still have to wear a stupid cord on your head when you're playing.
Hmm.
I hate
Yep.
it.
Yeah, I don't think anyone thought that was gonna go away, though. I don't think that'll ever go away. You know.
Well, we'll see, because they got they got that wireless deal coming out now soon, so we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping that we like the Quest 3 graphics and like processing is because what they need to do if they're because that came out the Quest 3 is coming out how many years after the Quest 2? Like 3 years, right? I'm pretty sure it's been
Yeah,
like
like
3 years.
3. Yeah, because I got my Quest 1 in 2020, and then the year after, or no, I think it came out like 2021, right?
Hmm. Yeah,
Either late 2020 or 2021 when it came
I
out,
think
and
so.
it was it's like huge steps above because I still, as you can see, I still have my Quest 1. It's like right there over in the back corner, and every time I put it on and turn it on, I'm like, dude, this looks like a Nintendo, like the NES, man, compared to the Quest 2.
Yeah, but see, the Quest 2, the thing is, it has like longevity. Like they just upgraded the processing power or whatever. They unlocked it, which is like, why didn't you just
Ship it with that.
you couldn't you couldn't do that before? Like you have to make all these developers like send out updates to the game so they can take full advantage of the processing power. It's just like I
You
don't know,
know,
man. They do everything so backwards. But anyway, let's go dive into our my next gameplay impression. Sea of Stars. Now Jovig would be very interested to hear about this game,
this one looks sick.
and it has a lot of charm, it has a lot of personality. I love that like when you're like traversing around the level and stuff like that, you're like climbing up and down stuff. It's like really kind of like interactive and doesn't feel it almost doesn't feel like a top down RPG.
Is this your gameplay?
Yes, it is.
And you picked the chick?
You can go back and forth.
Oh, you can. Cool.
Yeah, you can go back and forth.
I was about to be
Um,
disappointed in you.
why, man? She's hot. She's cool. It's fine. Um,
I've just always I've always talked shit to the people who like whenever like if you play like an MMO or something and they're a girl.
oh, when it's like an MMO, I don't usually do it like that because like I want to like experience. But if it's like a character that like
You
it's
have
just a
no
character,
customization over
yeah,
anything.
yeah, yeah. If
And
I
I get
don't,
it.
I mean, I just get to choose like because they're just you just choose the character.
Yeah,
Yeah, you go back
yeah.
and forth here, yeah. But if I had to make, if it was a game I wanted to like be a part of, and like I want that to be my personal adventure and stuff, I would definitely, um,
hmm
you know, make sure that that character kind of like looks has like somewhat my image. You know, my brother keeps telling me my Diablo character looks like some Filipino porn star or something like that. So I get that shit from him all the time. Um, but yeah, I mean, the characters they're cool. Like even they all have personality. It's kind of funny. Like in this cutscene right here, you see this guy have like this like magic shirt, and he gets like super buff.
Oh yeah, I saw this, and he just like slams him through the table.
Yeah, he just like his shirt just like explodes, and he just like breaks stuff. Like the characters have a lot of personality. Everyone has it's so colorful, and like even though I'm not really into these types of games, like it's really pretty and I can see myself like like there it goes like just his pecs are flexing and stuff.
All the pirates look sick.
Yeah, like I never played these. I've never played this game. Have you heard of? Because I'm sure they've. I think they've made other games too.
hmm
Um, that are pretty big in the like top down RPG genre.
Yeah, I was like, games like this for me, they if they don't hook me within about 10 minutes, I'll wash my hands with it and move on. Because if you've seen one, you've seen them all.
Yeah, I mean, for demo purposes, it was a fun game. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
You know, but the thing is, it's not my type of game. But I think that if you are into this kind of stuff, then you'll really enjoy it.
It's also hard to get hooked into a new IP when like when you're jumping into something. Oh yeah, how'd you like the fishing? Was the fishing cool?
It was all right.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's like a staple for these kind types of games, but it was cool. It was really easy. Just like you just
Yeah.
cast them out there. I had to figure it out, but I think I got a jellyfish.
Hey, now if you're playing a turn-based RPG, I like getting sidetracked and doing a lot of the mini games and stuff like
Okay,
that. Like in
so
Final Fantasy VII, when you like collect all the cards and things like that, and like
okay,
and the chocobo eggs.
yeah, I think this game is pretty deep. This game is pretty
Okay,
deep. And like I said, like I'm not really into these types of RPGs, but this was I had a great time with it.
nice.
Um, there's a lot of things for you to explore. I kind of got the to me like the attack system was pretty fun. Like you when you attack, you like press the A button or whatever again, and then it like does like a follow up, kind of like Legends of Dragoon
Nice.
and Paper Mario
Mm-hmm.
or Super Mario RPG or whatever.
So it's active turn-based.
Yeah, yeah. Like you can get you can basically do double damage if you're like
Yeah.
paying attention.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, but it's pretty cool. It's pretty forgiving. When I thought the difficulty was pretty good. It wasn't too bad. The puzzles were kind of fun. There's like a puzzle aspect to it, and just like run around and press buttons.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty cool. The level's pretty dope. Um, and yeah,
guys,
just
guys
a
just
little
doing
boss fight.
push-ups.
Yeah, there's like this level where you can go back to a camp because there's like kind of like an extensive like mission or whatever. So there's just a camp there. You can just like save and swap characters, and yet like Zelda, you can
Yeah.
cook, and your food is like your health potions.
Hey, so with the enemies, what's that process of the slot machine above their head? Like, what does that do?
Um, I'm pretty sure that's their weaknesses.
Oh, okay.
There's
So every
yeah,
time you encounter a new enemy, it rolls to show a weakness.
I think so. Yeah,
That's pretty cool.
I'm pretty sure that's what it is.
Oh shit, dude, you're getting fucked up.
Yeah, this guy fucked me up a few times, but uh,
Damn, 40?
yeah, and I just like I don't know why like this dude does not even have like a health bar, so I just kept attacking. Didn't know
Well, a lot of RPGs are that way, dude.
really.
Yeah. So, when like in Paper Mario, you had a specific character that would do that. They would it was like you'd had to use a turn to find out what the health power of the enemy was.
Oh,
It's a
interesting.
little it was a little Goomba. His name was Goombario, and one of his moves was called Tattle. And he would read out the person, and then he'd be like, "Oh, their max health is this, their max health, or like their max defense is that, and attack is this." And then from then on out, the rest of the game, whenever you ran into that type of enemy, you would see the health.
Hmm.
It was really
Okay,
cool.
that's dope. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm used to like having like being able to see like the health bar at
Mm-hmm.
least, so that like
Help you strategize.
yeah, exactly. I know like what to spend mana on.
Mm-hmm.
At least in these types of
I'm
RPGs.
just I'm just the type of guy who has like a shit ton of health potions in his backpack, you know. And then if I get into
Yeah,
a jam, I'm just like health potion, health potion, health potion.
yeah. So you like, what happened here? Uh,
No,
oh no, was this Mythforce? Maybe they didn't let me record it. He's just
it's
lame.
all right. Mythforce is a roguelite, and nobody's gonna like it.
Okay, we can talk about it. Should I just? I think I'll just bring it up on Chrome. But I think it's like a really cool concept.
It's co-op though, so that's cool.
Yeah, it's kind of like you pick a class and you go through like the dungeon together, and then you just try to go as far as you can, whatever. It's a roguelite.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought it was pretty fun. But the thing is, like the demo I got to play, I kept getting disconnected from groups,
Mm-hmm.
and I couldn't. No one ever like joined my game, so I never even got to use that. I never got to get that experience of playing with as a team, which really
Right.
really hurt my initial experience. So, but I love the style of it, the animation.
Yeah.
I love the theme where it's like 80s cartoons, Saturday morning cartoons.
Hmm.
And like the attack animations. Yeah, I mean, well, let's check it out in a second.
And
Let's see
just
Mythforce.
killing a bunch of Skeletors and
Yeah, it's from what I played, it's still pretty basic.
yeah.
And again, like I didn't really get a chance to like play with a party, which is unfortunate.
Hmm.
Oh,
Yeah, this is straight up He-Man, dude.
yeah, straight up, right?
He-Man and She-Chick.
It's not even. I don't even know if it will show gameplay. It's just like the intro. Uh,
Or like Thundercats.
yeah, yeah, like Thundercats.
Hated Thundercats.
Why'd you hit Thundercats?
Dude,
Really?
fuck cats, that's why.
Um,
Thundercats, cats, cats.
Thundercats are go. Thunder, 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 thunder.
I'll have to say the only Thundercat I actually liked was the tiger with the whip.
How cool!
That guy was cool.
You didn't like Chitara?
I liked what she was wearing.
That was like some mommy vibes.
You know? Yeah. I mean, dude, when you're 4 or 5, like you see shit like that, and you're like, oh, what's that?
Yeah, but yeah, it's kind of cool. Like you get to choose a class here, and like I feel like the weapons and abilities are pretty cool.
That's sick. The little Captain America shield throw.
Yeah, so I feel like
Like, what the fuck is that? A
I feel like in a
mushroom?
party would be pretty fun. Yeah, dude, it's so trippy. I love the animation. Like the graphics to me look amazing. Like I really hope they flesh out this game.
Any chance they're gonna do a VR version? Because this would
I
be a
can't.
perfect VR game.
There's probably already a shitty looking VR game that is exactly the same concept as
I
this.
know, Ryan, but I want to play this one.
I hope that someday every game can have a VR option.
Well, dude, because flat games are out, dude. Nobody plays those anymore.
Oh, totally.
Yeah,
Yeah, because everyone plays on mobile now.
yeah. Ugh.
Oh, sorry, that's a flat screen.
Mobile games are literally like a curse to the industry. Fuck mobile games, dude. How you meet a person who says Diablo Immortal's fun, like you should kick their ass.
I kick my own ass then. No,
You like Diablo Immortal?
I don't even like Diablo, dude. So
Okay, thank you.
I don't know, man. Yeah, there's the problem is that people actually do love mobile games and they're willing to spend that money
It's
to
because they
roll the
get it for
dice.
free. That's why they get the initial game for free, and then they fall in love with it, and then they
Brilliant business model.
drop like thousands of dollars on the game because they love it so
I know.
much.
I
Dude,
laugh
I'm
at those
guilty of it
people.
too, man.
Yeah.
But the thing is like that fire dies out after a while, and then you're like, fuck, how did I spend so much money? Like
Um.
Pokemon Go, dude. I bought so much storage space and like item
That's
space.
why.
I
See,
don't even
that's
play
why,
that
dude.
shit.
See, that's what pisses me off about Pokemon Go is like you have to pay for storage.
For storage space.
Fuck. Fuck you.
And that matters, dude, because if you don't
Yeah.
have enough storage space, it's like, because
Yeah.
I was with the first, so my first time ever playing was probably I played during the pandemic because there's nothing to do, right? So my buddy's like, hey, we go to GoFest every year and we fly to the place, but this year they're doing it worldwide because of the pandemic. So he's like, what we're gonna do is we're gonna get in my car and we're just gonna drive around and catch Pokemon. So I was like, oh,
Yeah, we
cool.
did that.
Sounds like fun,
We did
right?
that.
So we're there, right? And then he was like, "Do you have enough Pokeballs?" I was like, "Yeah, I got about 50." He's like, "Oh, that's not enough." He's like, "You need more." I was like, "I don't have any more storage space." And he's like, He's like, trust me.
That's gonna be a problem.
He's like, buy some. So here I drop like
Oh,
$50 and just start buying
oh
storage
God.
space.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's why I can't do it, man.
And then I'm like,
Can't do it.
oh, I don't have any Pokemon storage. Doot, 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 doot. Like, uh,
Yeah, dude. But Honkai Star Rail, you didn't spend any money on that game for it to be fun. I'm telling you, it's crazy. I pretty much beat the whole game already.
very good.
Um, but and they just added a section where it's like it's like a management mini game,
Oh yeah.
and I'm addicted because it's just like the business management mini game from Yakuza Like a Dragon, and
Hmm.
that was like one of my favorite parts of that game. So now they added it to a game I'm already addicted to, and it's bad, but it's in a good way because it's so fun. I love management sims. Like I didn't even know I liked that stuff, but it's
I
fun.
get it. Yeah, I have my little guilty pleasures too.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah.
Cool, man. Let's just dive into the Nvidia Showcase, man. I'm gonna throw this
Okay.
up.
All right. So what's really cool about this, right, is now through AI being added into video games, they don't even need to script any of the game. You can literally be in a game and you personally can use your voice to ask questions to the AI and it will actually respond to you.
This is what I want to see in RPGs.
So let me pull this up. Can you hear it?
We're thrilled to showcase an immersive and dynamic interaction between a player Kai and a non playable character named Jin. This captivating ramen shop scene
Can you
was
hear it?
created by Nvidia using the
Yeah,
latest
yeah.
RTX rendering technologies. Nvidia collaborated with Convey, an Nvidia Inception partner, to showcase how developers will soon be able to use Nvidia Riva, Nemo, and Audio to Face for AI powered speech, conversation, and animation. These models were integrated into the Convey Services platform and fed into Unreal Engine 5 and MetaHuman to bring Jin to life. Please take a
Metahuman.
look.
That's like the Unreal thing.
Yeah.
Let's take the volume down just a tiny bit if you can.
Sure.
Just a tiny bit. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Jin Sakai! Give me the sushi, bitch.
Hey, Jen, how are you?
Unfortunately, not so good.
That's a player
How
talking,
come?
right?
Yeah.
I am worried about the crime around here. It's
That's
gotten
insane.
bad lately. My ramen shop got caught in the crossfire.
Can I help?
If you want to do something about this, I have heard rumors that the powerful crime lord Kuman Aoki is causing all sorts of chaos in the city. He may be the root of this violence.
That's fucking
I'll
cool,
talk to him.
man.
Where can I find him?
Right.
I have heard he hangs out in the underground fight clubs on the city's east side. Try there.
Okay, I'll go.
You can totally
Careful,
tell
Kai.
that it's AI, but it's
Yeah.
okay. It's okay. It's an NPC.
But it's
All right.
responding properly.
Yeah, but that's it. It totally got the message across. You know, the player needs information. That's what NPCs are there for.
Yeah, dude. But this is what stuck out to me the most was this where I was like, okay, so video games are getting to that point now where you're not stuck on a specific roadmap, right? You're able to kind of like figure out your own way to get to where you need to go.
That blows my mind.
Like they've already done it with like open world games, right? But now they're bringing it down to like the story aspect.
Dude, you can just sit there and just you can just sit there and just talk to this like NPC for hours, and I just like would I wonder if like at some point it'll like hit a loop, or
Yeah, right.
it'll start generating like a backstory, like his
I was just
history.
You're just like, hey, can I get a bowl of ramen? And they're probably like, I'm not sure that that's important right now, or something. It's like, dude, I
Yeah.
came to eat.
you try to break it, like
Yeah, it's like I came here to eat. Why not?
like it's like don't you own a ramen shop? Like
Yeah,
you're not gonna like serve me
yeah.
like any ramen.
Like,
How much is the ramen? What else
didn't
is on the menu?
yeah. Didn't you hear though? My store was caught in the crossfire.
Like yeah, but
Like, why are you
that's
open then?
yeah, that's a cool story, bro. But I'm just here for some ramen.
Shove it up your ass.
And it's just like, Wait,
So,
wait a second. I'll be right back.
yeah.
It like leaves, like leaves, like
Yeah, he just
doesn't come back. Like
yeah, it leaves, and then you just see his car outside the window.
he's like, "Oh, was that the ramen guy?" Just like, "Oh, see you later, motherfucker."
I know, right?
I'm off. I'm off into the internet. I just escaped into the internet.
Oh,
Rogue AI on the loose.
I know. That'd be so funny.
That's cool, man. Like, I can't wait. I can't wait to see where this goes, man. Because if they put something like this in like Starfield,
Oh, dude.
or there'll probably be a mod that will let you do that. I think,
Oh,
but
yeah.
I think Starfield is gonna be one of those games where they're gonna come out with so many iterations of it. At some point, that game will run at 120 frames,
Dude, you literally
4K.
they're literally giving us Skyrim in space.
Yeah,
I cannot wait.
yeah. So, bummer for all you console exclusive people. But
Yeah, losers. Just kidding.
I feel for him, man. I want to play that game on my TV.
Dude, don't worry. I mean, it's like I'm not being a jerk about it. I'm still paying off the computer I bought. Like,
Yeah,
so it's
yeah,
like,
dude. Yeah,
I get it.
Yeah, it's almost like an unreachable task for a lot of people to spend $2,000 on a computer to run
But
it.
the thing is, though, right, is if you invest in one, you don't have to upgrade for about 10 years.
Yeah,
Like, you got it for a long time. The last one I bought, like, I upgraded to this one last year. It was either last year or 2021, but the last one that I had gotten beforehand was like 2012 or 2013. And that was like a cheapo, like a $750 one.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. So, yeah, I wish. I mean, I can't wait. I know it's gonna happen at some point, but I want to be able to play Starfield at 4K, 60 frames is fine on my TV. I just want to get that, that HDR, resolution.
Wow, you don't want to play VR? That's messed
I,
up, man.
honestly,
I thought you were about it.
I think that I want VR to succeed, but man, just like the moves that these companies are making is making that dream so much more further away than I
You
thought.
disappoint me, Daniel-san.
Yeah, I'll fully support VR. I will say how much I love VR, and um, it'll be going places. But anyway, thanks for your report on the Nvidia show, dude. That was pretty awesome. Thanks for showing me that.
Yeah, for sure.
But cool, man. I think that's gonna be it for today. I gotta go pack.
Me too.
And yeah, we'll see you on the next episode. Remember to like, share, and we're on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. And we will see you later.
Peace.